Good morning, sunshines. I made it to work, and the first order of business was plugging in my headphones so they can charge so I can listen to music while I'm cleaning projectors today, because I like my big headphones so that people don't try to talk to me while I'm cleaning things. Don't try to talk to me while I'm carrying my ladder. Don't try to talk to me while I'm carrying all of my cleaning supplies. Don't talk to me. So now, second order of business, before I get to my journal writing, is I broke a nail as I was cleaning off the windshield, and as you can see, my nails are too long and I don't like them, but I was planning on cutting them this weekend, but I guess that's a today task because I can't with that, right? And then I'm gonna journal, and then I have to start getting ready for my day a little bit early because I need to send people emails to say, hey, I'm cleaning projectors today, please turn them off. Oh, I cut that. Oh, right. So yesterday we were talking about mending of socks. I also have several shirts that I want to take off the collars and like sew down the edges. If you've been here for 5 years, do you remember during lockdown, during COVID, where I did that to a bunch of my shirts, and it was the best decision ever because then I actually liked wearing those shirts because I don't like when things are touching my neck. How was I one of those girls in middle school who wore those chokers, those stretchy plastic chokers? I don't know how I did that. I mean, I didn't wear them every day, but I definitely did. And I also wore a collar in high school. So how did I do that? I don't know. Hey, sunshines. It's the afternoon. I barely knit on lunch. Today we had a a hot cocoa bar for, staff appreciation, whatever. And, I was gonna show you. I already had one this morning. I made myself a caramel, all sorts of caramel. And then this afternoon, I made a peppermint one. But it's not even impressive because I was asked to walk a student somewhere, so I didn't have time to take a picture before the stuff on top melted. It's got chocolate chips in it and candy cane pieces and candy cane creamer, and mint foam was on top. It is delicious. It just doesn't look very pretty. But this is how many projectors I cleaned this morning. Those are all the filters that are drying, minus one. So do it all over again tomorrow. But now I'm on prep, so I'm gonna go grade some papers, and if I get a couple of classes of papers graded, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a hot minute to knit and watch a Vlogmas. We'll see. Hello, sunshines. It is now 8 o'clock almost. I just got home because after school I went to my boyfriend's house and we just had pizza rolls for dinner. By we, I mean he made me pizza rolls because he wasn't hungry because he had eaten a really late lunch. And I worked on the puzzle. I think I still have the first picture, like from the weekend. So hopefully I'll have that because I made progress today. It wasn't like the mostest progress, but I did count how many pieces I attached to other pieces, and there were 40 pieces. So I did do the 40. I'm overlooking the fact that I did not do any at all this week so far. Whatever, today I did 40. Good job, me. But I haven't done like any knitting today. I did finish, or almost finish, the mini for today. I have this much left. So I guess I'll knit like, I don't know, 15 more stitches and then leave the tail so I can knit in the next end. This morning I spun the wheel and got mitered squares, so I made a mitered square this morning, and that was really great. I'm super, super tired, as excuse me, as is typical for a Thursday. So it was really nice to just like have a chill evening. I was, my boyfriend asked me yesterday. Okay, sorry. Let's start the story where the story starts. Yesterday, my boyfriend had the day off, and he sent me, for real, like 30 Facebook reels. I did not watch any of them because it's Vlogmas. And so like I'm watching the Vlogmas, right? And then today he sent me just a few, and we were hanging out, and he was like, have you watched any of the videos that I sent you? And I was like, no. And he was like, okay. Well, I did watch one because he was talking about it, and then he went back and found the specific one he was talking about and like basically replied to his own message and was like, this is the one I was talking about. So I did watch that one. But I was like, I'm sorry. I was very busy today, but also all of my media consumption right now is Vlogmas. And he was like, what's that? And so he knows I watch knitting vlogs, and he refers to the knitting vlogs as the knitting ladies, because while I do watch men and non-binary people who knit and crochet, they don't usually post on a Saturday night. I watch, he sees me watching them on Sunday mornings with his dog. We watch the knitting ladies together. Sometimes the knitting gentlemen, sometimes the knitting non-binaries. It depends. Sometimes it's not knitting even. Sometimes it's journaling or cross stitch, but whatever. I digress. Anyway, so I was explaining to him about Vlogmas and how like sometimes it's just during the festive season, and sometimes the vlogs are festive. Sometimes people do festive things, and sometimes people just do mundane things like go to the doctor. And I listed off, like, I watched a vlog where someone went to a Christmas market. I watched a vlog where someone went to the doctor. I watched, like, today. And then I watched Kalisha's vlog. And in the vlog that I watched, she went to Walmart to get a pink Grinch sweatshirt, and Kalisha of Quirky Monday. And I also mentioned how she set up her Grinch wall and how she like loves the Grinch, and he said, well, what's her favorite Grinch? And so I told him, and he was like, what about the Jim Carrey Grinch? And I was like, bah! I also agreed, not my favorite. But then I said, but I do really like the remake that they did not too long ago. And then he was so cute. He was like, oh, well, we could watch that. He's not a Christmas festive person, but he's like doing the festive things with me. And it's just cute. Like, the puzzle is a Christmas puzzle. The movie we watched The Grinch, and it was cute. I don't know. He's enjoying his advent calendar because it's sour candies. Sorry, my hair is being awfully reflective in that one spot. It's probably a gray hair that's just catching the light the right way and bothering me. So yeah, that's fun. And then he was like, what about your advent calendar? What did you get today? And I was like, yarn. I didn't realize you were interested. And he was like, well, you're interested, and I'm interested in you, so I am interested in the things you're interested in. It was really cute. So I pulled out the sock and I showed him like the yarn for today. I don't know. It was nice. He was like, well, you have been showing me. I have, but I had previously like taken pictures of my yarn and sent it to him. But this morning I was just really, really tired because it's Thursday. and I wake up cranky on Thursdays. Brief rundown for people who are new. I am definitely an introvert. I get drained by being around people. I am a teacher with 400 plus students over a 3-day rotation. By the time we get to Thursday, I am tired because Monday through Wednesday, I have talked to 400 people, at least. That's ridiculous. So by Thursday, I just wake up tired. Friday is less bad than Thursday because Friday I'm like, oh, I just need to make it to the end of the day. And then I have 2 days to recover. So I do want to show you something though. My aunt is so sweet. She's lovely. And last year too, but this year I put up a Amazon wish list and she bought me some things off of the wish list. And then for my classroom, a classroom wish list. And I don't know, like 6 weeks into the school year, she was like, oh, do you still have anything on that list? And it had been cleared out. She was like, well, make sure that there's always something on the list, because I'm going to ask you every once in a while for the list. And so she bought me some stuff like 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago, something like that. And then I went over and I saw her chickens. Did you see the pictures of the chickens sometime in November? Oh my gosh. My best friend just sent me a text and it said, random question, do you use bookmarks? I am distracted now because I want to use bookmarks. I really, really want to use bookmarks. You know what I used instead? Any random scrap of paper. Because I'll be so good about using like an actual bookmark and then I'll set it down somewhere, not inside my book. And then I'll be looking around for a bookmark and I'll just grab whatever random paper is the closest. So I have a beautiful collection of bookmarks and I always start with good intentions of putting them in my books. And I do start reading a book and put a bookmark in. And then I set the bookmark aside. And then I put my bookmark back where my bookmark goes. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, my aunt. So I went and visited her a couple weeks ago and saw her chickens and she gave me some eggs and tomatoes and she was like, oh, send me your list again. So I sent her a list and she bought me a bunch of stuff off of the list, which was super, super nice because most of it was for the classroom. Obviously the hot chocolate was for me, but also I might share with my students. We might have a hot chocolate day in January. I'm considering it. I have not made that decision yet, but I'm considering. However, she also, one of the things that I put on there specifically because I wanted it for me. It is a notebook cover because my journal next year is a big notebook, and previously I've had this carrying case for my journals, but at this point of the year it's very chunky because there's stickers and things glued in and postcards stuck in between random day or random weeks. It's not random. It's like sometimes I get a postcard and I keep it and I put it in where I got it. So like this postcard, I got it this week, so I have it in here. Yeah, so it's chunky. I also have my pens chilling in the notebook because the notebook doesn't fit in here. So it's not doing the thing that I need it to do. But I love this because it has a pocket. So I made this from a pocket from a pair of old jeans, and it has whiteout in it and pens and washi tape. And I ordered myself a sticker journal club thing. I've been really, really wanting to get a sticker subscription because I do like using stickers in my planner. But I'm also like, oh, am I actually going to use them? And then this one came across my feed, and the December one it's called Hubman and Chub Girl. The theme was penguins. It was partying penguins, and I was like, you know what? I need it. And I have used a lot of the stickers. Like I've used up 2 whole sheets because I decided that next year December needed to be, no, December's in the middle because this is a repurposed academic planner that I bought for an academic year and then didn't. But like, I used the dates here. I have a whole video where I went through and like renumbered all of the things, but then it had these cute little circles. So then I stuck the stickers over my rewritten numbers. I'll show you one where it's, like I hand wrote all of the numbers. So I have used some of the stickers. We'll see how I feel after I get next month's, but I can keep the stickers. Theoretically, I can keep the stickers in this pocket. I can put the pens in. I can keep the washi and the whiteout in here. And it has some little pockets in here that I could put other small like sticker things or notebooks. And I think there's, I guess that's just where the notebook thing goes. But I'm so excited about this because I do really, really like to carry a lot of stuff with me. Because you never know when you might have time to journal. I mean, I just like to carry a lot of stuff with me because I don't believe in getting bored. Being bored means that you were not prepared. Side story, my brother, when I was growing up, had a lot of doctor's appointments, a lot. He's a little over 2 years younger than me. So, no, I guess, how old is he? I guess he's like 2.5 years younger than me. So we went to a lot of doctor's appointments, and my sister and I, who is 16 months younger than me, we had to be very well behaved and keep ourselves occupied. So I'm sure my mom started by like packing us things, but we never went anywhere without a bag with a coloring book and crayons and a book to read and a puzzle book, like word searches or whatever we were into at the time. Quiet things that would keep us occupied. And that's still pretty true. I pretty much always have some sort of notebook, something to read, and some knitting. So, yeah. So I would just like to have my pens like in my notebook case with it. Just, I'm super excited for it. It was so lovely. I feel a little guilty putting it on my classroom wish list because it's for me and not for my classroom, but I don't feel that guilty. I'm pretty excited. All right. I am going to finish up working on that sock. I might work a little bit on the test knit sock. Probably at least a few rounds. But then I am going to bed because I am very tired. And tomorrow is going to be another day of projector cleaning, so very physical, carrying my ladder around, carrying around the tools and stuff to clean the projectors, climbing up the ladder to clean the projectors. It's a very physical day. So, yeah. I'm sleepy. Okay, friends. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.